They'll make you think they care more about you than yourself. Be careful of this extremely deceptive love bombing. A love bombing technique that some people will use to get in your good graces is making you think that they care about you more than you. And this is really deceptive. All right. People who will try to make you think that they have your best interest at heart, but really don't, are trying to basically get in good with you so that way they can have a say over your life. All right. That way they can try to get you to do the things that they think is best for you, but really it's going to be what's best for you in terms of what they think or what they feel. So it's only going to be what's best for you as long as it could benefit them. If it's something that is going to be better for them, then that's what's best for you. So when you deal with people like that, they're going to really throw it on heavy that they care about your well-being, your overall well-being. All right, they may do things for you, they may make you feel good, they may do things that other people haven't done. Well, I've done this for you, or I've done that for you. People will do things like that in the beginning, but sometimes it has a lot more to it than we expect. All right, because there's nothing for free in this world, so you have to be careful about the things that people do for you, the things that you allow people to do for you. Some people are only doing things to either sometimes hold them against you, to guilt trip you for them, and to further have power over you to manipulate you. So you have to be careful about the things that people do for you. And the reason why they want you to think that they care about you is that they want you to value their opinion. Anybody that sincerely cares about a person, they could always kind of finagle their way into a conscientious person's mind if they let them. Wow, this person really cares about me. Maybe they really do know what's best for me or what's right for me. Sometimes when these people are using this as a way to be manipulative, they'll do this to try to have power over you, so that way you'll always go to them if you need some type of guidance or some type of help, and then that way they'll always be able to give you the answer that you think you need, but what you really got was an answer to just keep you in a revolving door in a life that they want to see you in. That's really something that only is best for them, and it's only best for you. It's only best for you in terms of being what's best for them. And they wanted to have the appearance of it being something that is in your favor, but really is only something that is working out for the other person. All right, better than you could even expect. All right, until you realize that, you know what, wait a minute, something ain't right here. This person is on the up and up, and my situation is not really what it's supposed to be looking like. So whether it's them, whether it's me, whatever it is, something's not right here. So I have to do some things to make my situation the best way, the best possible. The best. I have to find a way to make my situation the best it could possibly be for me. All right, and the only way to do that is for me to be in control of it, and for me to see what I have to do next, to see what's in store for me. No one should be able to no one should be able to look at you and tell you what's in store for you. You should be the one looking at you and telling you what's in store for you, what's next, what you got planned. All right. So they will try to get you to feel like they really care about you, they're really concerned about you, they're really worried about you. But the minute you wake up and try to do things for yourself, right? The minute you wake up and try to do things for yourself, this person is going to see this as, okay, this person is trying to create an exit strategy for themselves, which you rightfully should. This is a situation that you wouldn't want to be in and you shouldn't want to be in. You shouldn't want to be in a situation to where a person is trying to make you believe that they care more about you than you do. That's a red flag. Nobody cares about you more than you do, and nobody cares about other people more than themselves. People can people can care for people can care for you very well and try to make you think that they care about you more than themselves, but people don't really care about you more than themselves, because nobody's going to do any more than they're willing to do, or than they're willing to provide. Nobody's going to do more than that. If you try to get people to do what they're really supposed to do or what you really need them to do, it doesn't even it sometimes it will work if the person is a willing participant. But if the person is not a willing participant, then you're just wasting your time. And you need to find someone who would want to be a part of what you have going on. All right, so they think that they care about you more than yourself. They care about you under a personal agreement that what they have with themselves that you know nothing about. They care about you under a certain extent, which implies you doing what it is that they require you to do to be in their life. That's how much they care about you. Once you break the contract, once you stop doing certain things, or once you don't want to do whatever it is they want you to do, then that's going to go out the window. So don't think that this person is a ride or die. It's going to be like one thing, or it's going to be a deal breaker, or it's going to be something that could possibly go wrong. And this person could reverse and switch up and pull back on everything that they said. All right. So you have to be careful of love bombing, because love bombing only goes along with the person getting their way. When something happens that fast, all right, the person's usually a karmic. All right, so when things happen quick, when people jump into something real fast, it's usually going to end up being some karma involved. All right, because it's not well thought out, it's not well planned out. It's just like, especially if it's forced, there are a lot of there's if it's forced, it's the odds are pretty big that it may turn out not too good. All right. um always always give people time to make decisions, to do things. Never try to put anybody in a corner in terms of what you want them to do, because it could always end up turning out the way you wouldn't want it to happen, and that might end up not being a positive way for you or everybody else or whoever's involved. That may end up being the most not positive experience. But you have to care about yourself. There's nothing wrong with caring about yourself. People who do that, I care about you more than you care about you, or I care about you more than I care about myself. Be careful with people like that. All right. As soon as you go to start caring about yourself, this person is going to want to get in the way of that. People who try to people who say stuff like that sometimes, maybe they mean it sometimes, but there are sometimes people who say that and they're running game on you. All right, and it usually ends up with them being in control of certain aspects of your life. You start listening to them, you think they know what's best. It's best for you to just do you. You know what's best. Don't nobody know what's best for you more than you. Don't let anybody try to convince you that they know what's best for you more than you. things are going to end up turning up how you would not want them to be in your life if you listen to somebody else in their opinion of how you should live your life. Just because you're under the impression that this person cares about you more than you. All right, you have to be careful of that. And then they'll also try to use that as a means of controlling you to get you to do what they want as well also, because all this caring about you, you know what that's going to do. Soon as you need some time for yourself or want some time to go do something, oh, you don't care about me, that's when they're going to use that. And then that's when they're going to be like, oh, well, I do all these things for you, and I do. You're choosing to do things for people and then trying to use that to stop someone from from advancing and doing the things that they need to do in their life to get ahead in life. So basically, because you're doing things for someone which eventually you're going to get tired of doing, and eventually possibly put this person down and ridicule them because you have to do it, and this person is not where they should be or not where they're supposed to be, but you were the one that tried to tell this person that you don't care about me because you're not putting X amount of time into me creating a Y equal Y result. But when you don't, when you get the Y result, like, oh my God, why is it this result? When you get the Y result, like, because it's not what you want, and you're upset, you're involved with some people or someone who's not what you wanted, but you wanted this person's time because you tried to manipulate the situation as far as you're not putting enough time into me. You don't care about me. I care about you. I'm doing all these things. But now, once things start to get ugly and you know this person is starting to look less attractive to you, now you're going to be like, ugh, you know what? This person is this person is that, this person is this, and this is the same person that sacrificed and gave you your time. So this is why it's a lose-lose situation to fall for manipulation tactics and to let people play with you and make you think that you don't care about them or you're not interested because of what they say. If someone tries to tell you that you're not something because of what they say, disregard it. If it's not true, if you know it's not true, if you don't feel the way, if you feel otherwise than what they're saying, don't even give it a second thought. Most people will try to play with you and only to try to get more from you than what they should. You're only supposed to give a person a certain amount of you, and they're supposed to be satisfied with that amount of you, and if not, then they have to go. You shouldn't deal with someone who needs more from you than you can give, because if you give more to someone than you can give, you're going to end up bankrupt in more areas than one. So don't give a person more than you're supposed to. You give a person more than you're supposed to, that's how you end up attached to people. And a lot of controlling people, like this love stuff, is cool. It's cool to have love for people, but like falling in love is dangerous, because when people fall in love or whatever, quote unquote, it's like they're not in control of it's like they're not in control of themselves properly. Their thinking is skewed because they're caught up in their emotions. They're not able to make rational decisions. And not only that, like the less control you have over yourself, the more power you're giving somebody to have over you, because the stronger the attachment that you can form with someone. And there are a lot of people that take advantage of that. There are a lot of people who say they love you, and it's like as soon as that attachment's formed, it's like they are detached, and now it's like they're just a puppet master with this person's emotions and whatever you want to call it. Now they're like the puppeteer with this person, and it's like a lot of people end up deciding when they have that control whether they're going to stay, whether they're going to, you don't want nobody playing with you like that with that amount of power over you. So why give that to a person, especially if they're already showing you signs of manipulation, but you have to be able to see it to be able to tell the signs. All right. So they will make you think that they care about you more than you do, but that's impossible. They could say this, that, the other, the sun, the moon, the star, all that stuff. They could say, sing you every song in the book. All right. But it's only to a certain extent. There's stipulations behind it, there's clauses behind it, there's a contract behind it. All right. There's hidden fees behind this thing. Now you pay for something and you're like, oh, wait a minute, what's that? Yes, this is hidden fees behind this love bombing. People say these things, but it's stipulations behind it. They mean it to a certain extent, and that's okay. But you should be made aware of that in the beginning. Everybody should know what time it is and be able to keep it real. But some people can't accept that, and they end up creating an issue and throwing a temper tantrum because they're not getting their way. Don't allow people to manipulate you that way either. All right, they'll get angry, and they use their anger to intimidate you. So if somebody is getting angry and is surrounding a decision that has to be made, or something that you have to do, or something that you have to decide, all right, don't go against what you want for you because somebody's getting upset, throwing a temper tantrum, getting mad, getting angry, all right, or just getting in their feelings in general, and trying to use that as a way to either get you to feel sorry for them or to be intimidated by them if they're being angry, or like I said, feel sorry for them feel sorry for them if they're being on their like sad tip, if they're trying to get you that way. But they're gonna try to make you think they care about you, but it's extremely deceptive. There are people out there who are looking for somebody to care about or to care about them, but you have to be careful, and you have to care about yourself more than you care about other people, not in a toxic way, but in a way to where when people act funny, you'll still be on the money. When people act funny, your day won't be rainy, it'll still be sunny. So it's like you have to protect yourself in a way and guard yourself, and only give a certain amount of trust that you feel should be given. Don't just be so completely open as soon as a person comes into your life. All right. That's how people end up messed up in the game. So don't be completely open. And even when you're not completely open, if you're not aware of certain manipulative tactics, you could still be you could still end up in certain situations you don't want to be in. And some people, like narcissists, when you're not giving into like what they want, they're going to immediately go to the manipulation. Like they're going to manipulate anyway, but as soon as they see like you're not going to like just to do the bow downing and the worshiping and what else, treat them better than you would yourself and make them a priority, it's like that's when they're going to like just full blown start to resent you and just pretty much attack you and just drain you, and just like they'll just keep dealing with it till the thing falls apart. They'll just keep using you till that like you're empty, till there's none left. So this is a vicious love bombing technique used by the narcissist. This is why it's good for people to care about themselves. This is why it's good for people to take a break and love themselves. All right, get to know yourself, get to know what type of person you are, your likes, your dislikes. All right, appreciate yourself, heal from past trauma, past whatever, let stuff go. Don't hold on to anything. Like you need to move on. A lot of people want to hold on to people and hold on to their past, and it's things that they're holding on to that are causing the same kinds of people and the same kinds of situations to keep reoccurring. We're gonna drop a video on that next. All right, very soon. But you need to care about you. If somebody tries to start just caring about you all out of nowhere, be a little skeptical about that. All right. Not saying that, you can't meet cool people or unique people, but always be a little skeptical. All right. Never be too open or too willing or too accepting of people. Always keep your guard up. Never be too trusting. All right, always keep your guard up, and people have to earn your trust. All right, people have to earn a position and a spot in your life. You can't just let people in your life like that. If they don't earn a spot in your life, they're gonna burn a spot in your life. You don't like time is valuable. People think it's like, oh, you got to earn a spot in somebody's life. Oh, I ain't got to do all that. If you have had your time wasted and you value your time and you know that your time is money and is very valuable to you and is very important with the things that you're doing and who you want to become, time is extremely important. And once time is lost, you'll never get that back. So the reason why it's very important to make sure that you avoid these types of people and are aware of these types of tactics that people try to implement and the strategies that they have, and that implement your strategies against it to form an exit strategy or to just cut people off or never deal with them, or as soon as you see it, write them off as what you see them as immediately and just stop dealing with them right then and there, is that way so you don't waste time. You don't want to waste a couple weeks, you don't want to waste a couple days, a couple weeks, a month, let alone a couple months or more than a couple months. All right, a couple months, you think that's not a long time? Like that's like that's a lot of time. All right, that's 3 months right there. That's a lot of time. 3 months is a lot of time. 1 month is a lot of time. Even a week is a lot of time. All right, you don't want to lose any time off of what you're supposed to be doing, what you need to be doing. All right, off your life that you'll never get back. All right, you'll never get it back. So think about the type of people that you allow into your life. I know it feels good to have people to talk to. I know it feels good to have people all up in your face. I know it feels good to have people, that say nice things to you or that tell you they like you or whatever it is. But you have to you really got to be wise about the people that you deal with. All right, you really got to be wise about the people that you deal with, because a lot of these people are deceptive. All right, they're extremely deceptive, and they're not who they appear to be. They're trying to come off like you. It's like they're like trying to catch you in a trap. It's like they're trying to trap you. They act like they have similar characteristics to you to try to attract you and try to get you to lower your guard down. You can't lower your guard down because somebody appears or seems to be like something. Just because somebody appears or seems to be like something, it doesn't mean it is what it is. They got all types of stuff in nature that appears to be something else, but it's a whole different kind of animal. Whole different kind of animal. All right, to pop out and eat you. You thought it was a caterpillar, it's a whole sea monster. Whole snake attached to it, whatever it might be. Thought it was a branch to land on, you just got eaten by a bird. So they're gonna try to hit you with these love bombing techniques because they see that you may not be interested in them the way they want. So what they're gonna try to do is, instead of just accepting it and going their separate way, they might be petty and take it out on you and let you think that dealing with them the way you want is cool. But in all the while, they're going to be like using tactics to try to get you to form an attachment, so that way they could try to destroy you or break you down or just just take it out on you because maybe you wasn't feeling them like that. I don't know. But whatever it is, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open. Always listen to people more than you speak, because as soon as you peep game or see that a person is being manipulative and trying to deceive you, you already know how to play it from there. All right. Rewind this video if you have to. I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Dru-Nation. We on the rise.